She'll be offended by my frank analysis and think of it as personality dialysis. Now that's
Welcome to Western New York at Work with Dale Martin and Lauren Lewis. Join in the conversation about sports, jobs, economic development, and the people who make it all happen. If you're interested in growing your business, understanding the latest trends in and around Western New York, then join the discussion at 803-1520. Now, here's Dale Martin and Lauren Lewis.
Good morning, Western New York. Welcome to Western New York at Work on ESPN 1520 AM. I am Lauren Lewis in studio with my co-host Dale Martin. Hi, Dale. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
You didn't say wonderful.
My wonderful co-host. That's your line. I can't steal it.
No, but okay.
You are.
I just wanted to be wonderful for
You're wonderful, Dale.
Okay, thank you.
My wonderful co-host Dale Martin.
Okay.
Beautiful Sunday we have in Western New York, and I want to wish our neighbors to the north a happy Canada Day. Today's their holiday.
Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day, Canada.
Yes. And you spend a lot of time in Canada.
I do. I'm heading up there this afternoon. Sit on the beach. It's,
You are looking like you have a summer groove going on.
I do.
Yes,
It
you
is.
do. Yes, you do.
So I was on my friend's boat yesterday, and I really felt like it was like full-fledged summer now. Like I felt like we were kicking it up.
Hey,
Everyone's
at
on the
90
water.
degrees it is.
It's 90 degrees. We're here. So I love it.
I love it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So Dale, why don't you introduce us to our guest this morning?
Well, we are, I'm going to say, back by popular demand. The one and only Cortney Chyme, live. This time, live in studio.
I know.
Last time you were in Italy.
I was.
And we had the interview,
So you told me when I was talking to Courtney before the show, and I was asking if she'd ever been on the show before, and they're like, yeah, kind of from a web platform, like we called in.
Far.
I didn't know from Italy.
Yes, I was on vacation last time, so we kind of like Skype interviewed.
Oh, fun.
Finally we get you in studio.
I know.
So yes, we have Cortney Chyme. I'm going to say, no, Buffalo's own local singer. This woman is phenomenal. When I say singing, you haven't heard singing until you heard her voice. But she's singing and she's theatrical. So there's a lot that goes into that small body.
Well, and Courtney's telling me she does trapeze too. So I'm like,
Yes, I do.
this is pretty cool.
I can't do that because I have
God.
I have a little thing going on. When I turn upside down,
Upside down.
it doesn't work for me. I think it's called vertigo. So,
Oh.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
so
a thing.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't do well
Yeah,
with
that's,
doing
yeah.
trapeze.
I will stay up there.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, how come he's not moving?
You'll just sit on it and swing.
Just
back and
swing.
forth. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, before we go any further, I want to tell Louie and get our sports updates. There's some cool things going on in
Being
sports.
Young. Courtney did not come alone. She came with either her bodyguard or there's a guy who's sitting next to Courtney. So we're just going to ask Mr. Paul Fanara to say hello and say a little bit about who he is and what he does.
Hi, I'm Paul. I run.
I'm Paul.
I run.
Hey, Paul.
Hey guys, how you doing? I run Living in the Buff Art Media. I take care of a lot of the media and promotion for Courtney in her career. I'm doing a lot of the event planning for her show coming up on the 6th. So all the promotion and event organization is pretty much in my hands.
Sounds like a bodyguard to me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Courtney, what
He's
what did you say?
multifaceted.
Yeah.
I take the pictures.
He
I
has
make
many
the-
roles. Yeah.
Well, that's great. Well, with that being said, Courtney, share, with your audience and our listeners, a little bit about yourself, who you are, and just take us down your journey.
Well, I do a little bit of everything. By day, I'm a high school math teacher
oh, awesome. Where do you
Wow.
teach?
at Williamsville East High
Awesome.
School. And then by night, I perform with many different local facets. I Bollywood dance. I just did that yesterday at Taste of Diversity. Then I do trapeze, as you
Mhm.
mentioned. So I do that with Buffalo Aerial Dance. I sing in a couple different bands. I do weddings with the Steve Ballesteri Band. I just joined a classic rock group called the Derek Mediak Band. I even put together my own kind of little jazz group called the Bee's Knees. So I do a little bit of everything.
And you call Paul multifaceted, multi-talented,
Yeah.
and wear many hats. And here it is yourself.
And
You do many things.
I do. And I teach dance. And I
When do you
advise
have
an
hours in the
anti-bullying
day?
group. When I sleep.
Yeah.
But it's exciting and fun, and I love all of the things, and it's really hard for me to say no to something because it always sounds so exciting.
So when and where did it all begin?
Well, I grew up as a dancer, so I danced my whole life at a studio in Niagara Falls. And then I always kind of sang in a choir, and I liked and enjoyed singing, but I never thought that it would still be such an important part of my life. It's kind of my escape. So during the day, I'm this, math teacher, and everything has to
Are
add
you a
up.
mean math teacher?
No, I think if you ask my kids, I'm probably not very mean.
So scores have gone up, right?
Hey, we're the #1 rated math department in Western New York, so.
Speaks for itself.
Yeah. But I kind of like that after school I can kind of escape to my different areas each night. So it keeps life kind of balanced.
Now, Courtney, you were telling me before the show too. I was kind of asking what your background was
Yeah.
and your over the course of your singing career, and how you kind of got into
Yes.
being more involved
Yeah.
professionally
Yep.
as a vocal artist.
Yes. Do you
So-
want me to?
Yeah, go for
Okay.
it.
So I was working at a country club at the time, and the kitchen would play songs on the radio, so I'd be singing in the kitchen, and well, at the bar was Steve Bellisteri, the band that I currently sing with. He was sitting at the bar, and I came out, and he was like, "Was that you singing?" I said, "Yes." He goes, "I'm looking for a female vocalist. Would you be interested?" And that's kind of what catapulted me into this whole singing thing. So I started off with him. I joined a dance group and became the singer for this dance group, and then that kind of branched off into its own thing, and I kind of moved on to other areas of singing, and here I am now hosting my own show.
So let's talk about that. Moving on to other things in your career, exploding. Talk about really specifically
Oh, gosh.
some of the different events that you've done, because I know you've been and I've attended.
Yes, I'm going to forget a few,
It's a long
but
list.
you might be able to help me out on some.
Yes, bodyguard.
Specifically singing, I just did Buffalo Goes Gadsby, and that's where I sang with the Bee's Knees. I've sung at the Witches Ball, so I've done a Phantom of the Opera tribute, and then kind of this past year I did this Dames of the Dead kind of
Ooh.
creepier,
Halloween
Halloween type thing. Chill Night Lounge at Buffalo River Works. That was an event they held last year.
And you have another event coming
I
up.
do have a big event coming
Okay,
up.
but we're not going to talk about
Okay.
that just yet. Okay, we don't
Okay.
say that.
I feel like I'm getting teased about the event too. I want to hear more about it.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
making me hold out for
hopefully
it.
our producer has found something that he can tease our listeners with. But until he's ready, we'll continue our conversation. So let's kind of shift towards another area.
Okay.
Because, Lauren, you know what? I see a romance in here. I see a romance and a storybook.
Oh, no.
But we're not going
You're
to
like
put
totally putting them on the
I
spot.
Yeah,
and
we're
You're
not
making
gonna-
them blush.
We're not going to put them on the spot. No, look at Paul.
He's
Paul,
turning red.
Paul, let's shift
That's easy to
over
do.
because you're the guy who's, yes, you might be behind the scenes, but you're the guy who's in front of everything. And so, from your perspective, how would you express Courtney's career, where it is, where it was, where it is, and where it's going?
The easier part is to start with where it's going. I mean, the sky's the limit for her. She could pretty much do anything that she wants. And now I'm going to embarrass her. And she takes on so many things.
Sometimes he says too much.
Yeah, too much, right? You can do anything, but you can't
Nothing
do
wrong
everything.
with
I would love to hear one of their arguments.
No.
No, you can't do that.
Courtney probably sings it.
It's not really arguments. It's more of me just saying, do you have time for that one?
I'll be like, I'll make time.
Yeah.
So when you say you won't make time, I'm sure there's probably things you're more passionate about than others. So what is
Yes.
something that would really draw your attention and your time?
Definitely events where I can. Oh, I thought of another one where I sang it. Definitely events where I can combine multiple things together, where I can sing and do trapeze at the same time, which I did at the ICP ball. Or, dance and sing. Or even just, there are some events where I do 2 different types of performances, like Elmwood Arts Festival, I Bollywood danced and I did trapeze, so I had 2
Oh,
sets
cool.
at the art festival. So I definitely like where I can either combine the 2 or kind of for lack of a better saying, kill 2 birds with 1 stone and just hey, look, I'm doing this, this, and this, kind of a thing.
All right, great. Well, you're listening to Western New York at Work with Dale Martin and Lauren Lewis. Buffalo, don't go anywhere. We have more great conversation on the other side of this break with Cortney Chyme, Buffalo's own singer, artist extraordinaire.